Hello, Lions. It's the first Friday in May, and this is Lions Roar. Hello, Lions. Today is May 1st, or May Day. May Day is a holiday celebrated around the world to welcome in spring. It's the halfway point between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. There are many May Day traditions, like dancing around the maypole, leaving baskets filled with flowers on people's doorsteps anonymously. May Day marks a change of seasons. So does this school week. The quarter is now halfway over, and seniors are starting to think about graduation season. And that means money. Did you know the Vista has scholarships designed just for our seniors? To apply, go to the La Vista High School website. On the front page, you'll find a link for scholarships. Click Apply, and that will take you to the scholarships page. There are 4 scholarships listed, and you should apply for all of them. They are the Assistance League Scholarship, the Education Foundation Golf Scholarship, the FUHSDAA Scholarship, and the Fullerton Sunrise Rotary Scholarship. All 4 have requirements, so read them carefully. The applications are due next Tuesday, May the 5th. This is money in your pocket, seniors, so take a couple hours, fill out the applications, and get them into your counselor. Don't let a couple grand slip away just because you were lazy. Do it today. Also, seniors, did you know you can go to Fullerton College for free for 2 years? That's right, it's called the Promise Program. For information on how to qualify, you must attend a free family webinar. You'll find out how to qualify for the program, learn about financial aid, learn how to register, and more. The webinar will be held either Tuesday, May 12th in Spanish or Wednesday, May 13th in English. Both webinars start at 7 p.m. For more information, go to promise.fullcoll.edu or outreach.fullcoll.edu. So, are you ready for life after high school? Some of your fellow Lions are. Here to introduce you to these high-performing students, Principal Leanna with this week's Principal's Perspective.
Good afternoon, Lions. This is Mrs. Leanna. Welcome to the Principal's Perspective. Progress reports just went out, and I want to celebrate the following students for having passing grades in all their classes. Cue the music, Mr. Bradley. From the La Sierra Opportunity Program, we have Angel Cruz Perez, Dulce Alonso, Leslie Alvarez, Alexis Avalos, Carlos Ayala Galindo, Rafael Ayala Galindo, Magali Dominguez, Garrett Lavenant, Rocio Lopez, Jasmine Magana, Christopher Mendoza Cancino, Daniel Montano, Michaelo Moreno, Ulysses Nunez, Janelli Ramos Avina, Juliana Ramos Avina, Dayana Rodriguez, Jonathan Tapia. And from La Vista, we have Lani Acosta, Jasmine Bacot, Kotiza Binti Solamula, Ashley Blessing, Carrie Bro, Brenna Cabezas, Brandon Castillo, Frank Cervantes, Julio Chalk Powell, Christian Corral, Brian Coolidge, Lisbeth Diaz, Raylene Dominguez, Anthony Duarte, Genesis Estrada Vasquez, Lucia Estrada, Michelle Fernandez, Citlali Frias, Angel Garcia, Giovanni Garcia, Valerie Gill, Daniel Hernandez, William Huber, Donghyun Kang, Kiriana K, Nadalyn Lagunas Rodriguez, Eric Lopez, David Lucero Bibanco, Jose Maldonado, Marcos Martinez, Mario Martinez, Stone Matya, Abraham Mabratom, Joshua Menjavar, Yaxeni Merez Castro, Alexander Miramontes, Ali Sina Mohammadi, Emily Moreno, Jonathan Murad, Julio Roberto Navarro Avizur, Scarlett Padilla Vallejo, Azizur Rahman, Brenna Ramirez, Cassandra Ramirez, Sebastian Reyes, Julio Roes Morentes, Haley Rodriguez, Justin Rodriguez, Gilberto Sarcino Cano, Michael Sevilla Serrano, Bethany Soto, Jordan Tenorio, Isabella Torres, Hector Vargas, Damian Vasquez, Alberta Villarreal, Jaylene Walker, Chris Wyatt, Mohammed Yunus, Diego Zambrano. You guys did a great job. We're really proud of you. And now it's time for the monthly fishbowl drawing. You can see that there's a lot of names in here, and all of the students that we just named that are passing all of their classes are in here, of course, along with students who have 70% or better attendance. So let's see who the winner is. The winner is Garrett Lavenant from La Sierra High School Opportunity Program. And Garrett, we're going to be sending you 2 tickets to Knott's Berry Farm so that you can look forward to having a good time there as a reward for all of your hard work once these stay-at-home orders are lifted. And finally, I want to share information from the letter that I just sent out to our seniors about the end of the year celebrations and graduation. There are only 4 weeks of distance learning left before the end of the school year, and I am so proud of the way you, our seniors, are continuing to focus on your goal of completing your credits during this challenging time. I am sorry that you have not been able to experience many of the activities like prom, awards night, and even just going to school and hanging out with your friends that you were looking forward to. So it's my hope that the following announcements will bring you a little cheer. First, we are creating a senior celebration video to honor the class of 2020. The celebration will be held virtually and live streamed via the La Vista La Sierra YouTube link, which is located on our website, lvlshs.org, and that'll happen on Wednesday, May 27th at 6:30 p.m. As a continuation alternative school, we often do not know which seniors will meet the graduation requirements until a week or maybe even the day before graduation. This video will be recorded several weeks before it airs on May 27th, which is why we have included all the members of the class of 2020 and made it a senior celebration rather than a graduation ceremony. We're going to use the student ID pictures that we have on hand for the celebration, but if you have a different picture that you'd like used, please email to us right away using this address, mizurieta@fjuhsd.org. You can also drop the picture off at the campus between the hours of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. and please just get those to us by next Friday, May 8th. We will also be providing La Vista La Sierra Class of 2020 yard signs to each senior to display at your home. We have a number of staff members who volunteered to deliver these signs in a show of support for our seniors who have worked so hard and sacrificed much during this time of distance learning. And finally, La Vista La Sierra High School is excited to announce that we are planning a traditional in-person graduation on Wednesday, August 5th at Plummer Auditorium in Fullerton. We're hopeful that the stay-at-home orders will be lifted by August 5th, but the ceremony will need to comply with all of the state and national guidelines concerning COVID-19 and social distancing that are in place on that date. Also, only seniors who have met all the district graduation requirements will participate in the graduation ceremony. Tickets for family members and all the guidelines for this event will be developed and shared as we get closer to that date. Our staff will be distributing caps and gowns to all seniors, and this is going to take place on May 28th and May 29th using like a drive-through model in the La Vista La Sierra parking lot. There will be stations for picking up your cap and gown, paying your fees and fine, turning in your Chromebooks, and getting your diplomas. We're going to be following all state and national guidelines on gatherings and providing our staff with the necessary personal protective equipment to keep us all safe during that time. The details of this plan and the distribution are being finalized at this moment, so we will be sending out a detailed memo regarding the process and emailing it and posting it online. Please continue to check the website for updates as we closely monitor our current environment and abide by all health and safety guidelines pertaining to COVID-19. I am looking forward to recognizing our seniors' efforts and achievements. They will always be remembered as the class that persevered despite a global pandemic. Distance learning may have changed the dynamic of their senior year, but I still want them to feel proud of their accomplishments and the unique sacrifices that they had to make during this challenging time. Roar on. Okay, Lions, that is all for now. Stay safe, keep calm, wash your hands, and of course keep making very good choices, focusing on your goals, and earning all your credits. And I'll see you next week with my newest installment of The Principal's Perspective.
Thank you, Principal Liana, and well done, Lions. And here's another Lion who's rocking it. Ernesto Garcia with the ATP.
Hi, my name is Ernesto Garcia, doing here for the ATP News at my home. Today is National Dance Day. Here is a really fun fact about dance, something interesting about dance class. You can see a show. Dance performances feature amazing costume, bright lights, and amazing sets. Total worth making a date of it with either friends or your significant others. And if you haven't heard, all students from Miss Charlotte's class take a picture of yourself doing online learning, distant learning. Make sure to send it to either me or Miss Charlotte. This is Ernesto Garcia, sign off and be safe.
Finally, I got a haircut. Actually, I didn't get a haircut, I cut my own hair. And not bad either. Sometimes you have to be self-reliant. And that's become somewhat of a mantra for America, self-reliance. It's popular folklore. A man or woman can pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, strike out on their own, make their fortune, and live the American dream. But is it true? Just take a look at some of those self-made stalwarts of American history. John D. Rockefeller, the American business magnate and philanthropist, is widely considered to be the richest person in modern history. This self-made man would have been a footnote in American history as a bookkeeper if not for Maurice Clark, who urged a young Rockefeller to join him and his brother in a fledgling oil business, with Clark raising the majority of the startup funds for what would later be Standard Oil. Andrew Carnegie led the expansion of the American steel industry in the late 19th century and became one of the richest Americans in history. But his career had a more humble beginning. Thomas A. Scott of the Pennsylvania Railroad Company employed the 18-year-old Carnegie as a secretary. Scott would secure for the young man his first investment, a dubious $500 deal that his mother mortgaged the house for. During the Civil War, Scott went on to become Assistant Secretary of War in charge of military transportation and appointed Carnegie to the post of Superintendent of Military Railways. After the war, the connections Carnegie made during his time in office would be critical to his newly formed steel business, one that would supply the steel track for the nation's expanding railway system. The Ford Motor Company was founded in 1903. Young Henry Ford was always a tinkerer, someone who could fix just about anything. So, in 1891, Ford became an engineer with the Edison Illumination Company of Detroit. After a promotion to chief engineer, he had enough time and money to devote attention to a personal experiment, the gasoline engine. His boss, Thomas Edison, approved of and encouraged Ford to continue his experiments. With Edison's blessing, Ford resigned his position, and with the investments from an old friend, Alexander Malcolmson, and John and Horace Dodge, yes, that Dodge, as well as others, the Ford Motor Company was born. While the idea of a self-made man or woman cuts to the core of the American ethos, no one really gets there on their own. As students, you may want to prove you can do it on your own. But keep in mind, if the richest men in history needed help, maybe you do too. Even though we're not physically together every day, your teachers, counselors, and administrators are still here for you. Whether you need help with an assignment, have questions about your grade, or just need someone to talk with, we're here. And we're probably more accessible now than ever. Social distancing is maybe the wrong term. What we're doing is physically distancing. Socially, many of us are closer than ever thanks to technology, because we all still need connection. We all still need to feel cared for, listened to, and loved. We still need each other now more than ever. A pride of lions is stronger than any individual member, and without help and support, the king of the jungle would just be a pussycat. So the next time you're feeling the need for connection, reach out. We're here to help. Until we talk again, Lions, for all the good people here at Lions Roar, thanks for watching, and roar on.
We are the Lions.